This is Dolany TV, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know, on a Saturday, sometimes you just gotta wait around, be patient, and you're gonna find yourself some Oilers news. And that's exactly what just came across my ticker on Twitter there a minute ago via the Edmonton Oilers Twitter account, and then 30 seconds later via the Bakersfield Condors account that, well, yesterday we talked about Josh Archibald's injury. We talked about who's going to come up and replace Archibald. There was several options, right? Obviously, leading candidates that everybody was talking about in the comments: Curry, Gambardella, Benson to a degree, and of course Colby Cave. But now, what none of us mentioned, and what I feel stupid for not mentioning, but it is the nature of it. I was hoping to reward somebody for good play, and that was Josh Curry. Gaetan Haas has been recalled by the Edmonton Oilers. So guys, this is by far not the worst pick to recall anyone of the Bakersfield Condors. Because, ladies and gentlemen, let's face it, Gaetan Haas, of our 3-4 centermen we've used on the bottom six this year, Gaetan Haas is actually the only one with a point. If you look at it, right, between Granlund, between Sheehan, and between Gagne, it's Haas with the assist on the Nygaard gaard. So, right there, that's what you need to know. Mr. Gaetan Haas recalled. Let's go quickly. Check the stats, and I'll tell you why I'm excited to see Gaetan Haas get back to it for us here for a second. Gaetan Haas had 2 games played, a -2, 1 assist. But the key for him, I think, is simply he had 30 shots on net in Bakersfield. But what I'm missing here is I'm missing his ice time. I wonder if I can get Gaetan Haas's ice time via hockey reference here and then actually be able to tell you if the Oilers' plan for him worked or not, because I'd really like to see Gaetan Haas. Obviously, big key for him is have gained a little bit of confidence in the North American game. Not saying Gaetan Haas doesn't have confidence in his game, but gain confidence within the North American game to try and, essentially change the tides of how the rest of the season is going to go for the Oilers in the bottom six. And if you get Gaetan Haas comfortable, and you see it was a European play that led to that goal by Nygaard, well, you talk about it. If you can get Gaetan Haas getting it going on the regular North American ice and scoring points that way, my goodness, we could be absolutely fine and dandy without a doubt. So Gaetan Haas, well, he's I can't use it on hockey reference, dumb me. But Gaetan Haas, let's check elite prospects here quickly. Sorry guys, I tried to get this up as fast as possible, so give me 10 seconds here to get things rolling. And there's nothing else on elite prospects. So let me just check those, the schedule for the Bakersfield Condors and get you the box score for the couple of games that Gaetan Haas played. As box score, Stockton last night. You know what? Gaetan Haas would have been in there. And somehow they do not have ice time for their players in the box score. Alright, that makes sense. So guys, I'm missing it. I know where to find AHL box score ice time, but I'm just butchering it right here. So either which way, guys, for this Bakersfield team, it's not a loss, right? Gaetan Haas was not a guaranteed Bakersfield Condor at the start of the year or really at any point of the year this season. Gaetan Haas is one of our guys that we know we're going to have in the Edmonton Oilers lineup or sitting as the 13th, 14th forward for more than probably 70 games this season. So Gaetan Haas has missed probably about half of those games that I mentioned he might miss. So for him, you know what? This is another opportunity, right? Obviously, the bottom six, from the time Gaetan Haas left to the time that he got back now, the bottom six still hasn't scored a goal. So if you're Gaetan Haas, probably going to see Sam Gagne, Thomas Jurko, Marcus Granlund as that fourth line. Maybe, who knows, really, just hopefully no more injuries before now and 2 o'clock, or before now and 2 o'clock tomorrow. But that's the key, right, is you just never know. But Gaetan Haas, if he gets back in the lineup, guys, just that little bit of swagger from coming up from the AHL, going down there, being a team player. Realistically, that's the thing here. in it for Gaetan Haas is he was a team player in this move to go out there, go to the AHL, try to get a little bit more ice time, develop that North American style game just in his head a little bit more, and then come back up. So Gaetan Haas, guys, the beauty for him as an Edmonton Oiler is, you know what, he's that serviceable third, fourth line centerman, depending on how he develops in the NHL this season, right? You could easily, if Gaetan Haas develops, if you've got Joakim Nygard going, and say you can figure out if Sam Gagner is going to stay up or if Thomas Jurko starts stepping up, there are several options as to how this Oilers team could line up in terms of, well, down the stretch by game 50, game 55, right around when you're starting to talk about the trade deadline, right? Gaetan Haas, the hard part for him, which has been the hard part for every single team, player, role player on the Edmonton Oilers to this point of the season, and I will keep complaining about it as long as I possibly can, is Gaetan Haas, guys, has played a total, I don't know, like 30 minutes total ice time, or 40 minutes total ice time in 5 games played, averaging 7 minutes and 52 seconds on the ice. So even without seeing the Bakersfield ice time, I know that Gaetan Haas averaged probably more ice time than that, at least a minute or two more, and that's huge. So you know what, the last 2 games of his tenure with us, the first part of the season, New Jersey and Detroit, right? Oh, wow, crazy. We won all those games that Gaetan Haas was in the lineup for us. Let's not mistake that. He had 655 against New Jersey and then 722 against Detroit. Craziness, right? And Gaetan Haas, he's averaging a 48.3% face-off draw win ratio. So honestly, every game except for the New York Islanders, he was above 50%, 54% or more. And realistically, guys, he's looking good, right? 5 hits in those 5 games, 2 takeaways, only 2 giveaways, 2 blocks. So Gaetan Haas, as I said, that perfect third, fourth line centerman, depending on how he develops for the Edmonton Oilers. But the question is, as I've started asking about how you fit the whole team into the spectrum of Connor McDavid's ice time and Leon Draisaitl's ice time, how do you fit Gaetan Haas into this Oilers lineup ice time when necessarily, yes, he's been on the ice or in a game for 5 of our 8 wins this year. Think about this. We are 3-2-1 without Gaetan Haas in the lineup. Is that not just a nutty little stat for us as Edmonton Oilers fans? Not to sit here and say Gaetan Haas in his 7 minutes and 52 seconds average ice time is leading the Oilers to every single W this season. That's not my point. But what I'm saying is, you know what? When you can insert a player that knows what winning feels like, knows what only winning feels like, oh, guys, that's going to be crazy. That's a huge get. But the problem is, where do you fit that in with Connor McDavid's ice time at, well, above 22 minutes a night kind of deal, probably after that game against... Yeah, that game against Washington, that was brutal. And Leon Draisaitl's ice time obviously important too. But now the thing is, with Gaetan Haas, if you can get that dynamic and get Marcus Granlund back on the wing, that may also help this team out quite a bit, right? Marcus Granlund, an alright face-off man, but honestly, I think, given what I've seen out of Gaetan Haas, I like Gaetan Haas in the face-off dot a little bit more. He's got that little drop down and win the face-off, hard get kind of go. And I really appreciate that in the face-off dot, right? And it's not to say he's Boyd Gordon 2.0, as I can barely talk now, but it's to say that, you know what? A guy that's willing to do anything to either scramble up a draw or to win a draw outright is going to be winning in my books on that fourth line. And Marcus Granlund, you know what? I prefer him as a winger. But here you go with Gaetan Haas. The other side, too, is the penalty kill ability that he has, and that's a very key piece, right? You think about, we were talking, is it a penalty killer or point scorer you want to call up from the AHL? Well, we totally forgot to mention that Gaetan Haas is down there that can do both, right? Gaetan Haas is a guy that can win face-offs on the penalty kill, can probably play the wing on the penalty kill efficiently just as well as he can center, And that's going to be a huge get for this Oilers team now that you lose penalty killer Josh Archibald and you're still looking for a little bit more offense. If you can insert a guy in the bottom six who has a point this season, you're doing something right for taking somebody out who's played a lot of games without a point. So guys, that's Gaetan Haas recalled from the Bakersfield Condors. I'm Tyson, this is Stolen TV. What I want to hear now is your thoughts on this move. Now, yes, okay, I went over Benson, Curry, Gambardella, Cave. Those were 4 leading names, but Gaetan Haas, a guy who started in the NHL this year and has been in the lineup for 5 of our wins this season and has skated in all 5 games. Is it a good get? Let me know in the comment section down below. Guys, Tyson Dolan TV. I am up on out of here.